Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks Parlays. We're talking Monday Night Football, Chiefs and Bills. Now through October 19th, we've got a promo code UPSET if you want to save 15% off anything on picksandparlays.net. The Chiefs favored in this one, -4.5. The total is 57.5. Both teams enter 4-1 straight up and 3-2 against the spread. And both teams are coming off their first losses of the season. The Chiefs to the Raiders, the Bills to the Titans. We've got Chip Chirimbes joining us to talk this one. Chip, what stands out to you when you see this matchup between the Chiefs and the Bills?
First off, this has to be the match of the year so far, at least the game of the year in the AFC. Both, like you said, come in 4-1 and both coming off losses. Buffalo had a little wake-up call against Tennessee, but, it's not all their fault, Chelsea. We had mentioned before that there were schedule changes, practice changes. Their routine was certainly disrupted. The days that they were supposed to play these games were disrupted, and I think that had an effect on Buffalo. Now, they come into this game at home against the Chiefs, and we are going to have a great matchups with Mahomes, and we're going to have Josh Allen. Kansas City has a number 3 ranked offense in the NFL. Buffalo has a number 5 ranked offense in the NFL. And they both gave up 40 points last week. 42 points were given up by what do you call those guys from Buffalo? The Bills. And, of course, the Raiders scored 40 points against the Chiefs. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think on a Monday night that the NFL would love to have these two quarterbacks showing off their wares and showing how good they can be, and they have been great. The problem, point-wise, if you're looking at this, Buffalo's only 3-7, their last 10 as underdogs at home. And I pay attention to a lot of those trends. And, as well, Kansas City is 7-2-1 as favorites. But, Kansas City's had a great point spread run and record. If you go over the last 18 games, a year and a half, they're going to annihilate everyone with these trends. So they have to, those trends sooner or later are going to be swinging back to the center. And it might start here, but I'll tell you, I think the way to go is to play this game over, and hope it doesn't snow in Buffalo.
Both these teams have been capable of scoring all kinds of points, especially the Bills, which normally the Bills thrive because of their defense. And now it seems like they're thriving despite their defense, giving up 28 points per game, which is a far cry from what they did last season. And granted, this Bills team has faced some pretty solid offenses, but that's certainly not stopping this week against the Chiefs. I think that Titans game was actually a pretty good indicator of how the Bills play against a really explosive offense. And they gave up a ton of points to my Titans, 42 points. Now the Chiefs don't have Derrick Henry, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire, pretty solid at running back. And plus they just signed Le'Veon Bell. I don't know how much of a difference he'll make in this one, but yeah, they also have the best quarterback in the league. I think that goes without saying. Patrick Mahomes actually did look human against the Raiders, though, and that's because the Raiders had some semblance of a pass rush. They got to him. They had pressure on him 24 times. So can the Bills get any pressure on Mahomes and make him look human? I don't think so. The Bills actually ranked 21st in the league in sacks this season. So, yeah, that's one of their weaknesses this season. I think the Chiefs come in extra motivated off of that loss. So give me Kansas City to cover the points here.
Chelsea, you mentioned something that I didn't cover and get to, and I should probably bring it up. The defense of these two teams, Buffalo in the top 5 the last couple of years. I mean, now they've been trending up. They're now the number 17 ranked defense in the NFL, and the Chiefs are at number 20. So both these offenses should have opportunities to score. And I'd like to make one comment about this ding-dong Bell, who the Chiefs are. And I hope this guy drops a key pass or fumbles the ball at the one in a key situation, because I'll tell you something, I'm not happy with that. You get rewarding bad behavior. Kansas City,
I know.
Maybe they're going to win here, but in the long run, I'm going to have to go boo.
It just seems like they already had enough weapons on their offense. It seemed like they didn't need any more, I would say, especially when you've got a quarterback that good. You don't even need to run the ball too much. But I think Patrick Mahomes is going to be doing big things under the bright lights here.
This Bell can be one of the great pickups. He's a great receiver. He hasn't played in 3 years. He's got to be fresh. I think he's 28 years old. But the thing is, this Kansas City team is, like you said, they've already had everything that they needed. I mean, coming up with Bell in this situation, it's kind of disheartening for me.
It's not the first time that something like that's happened in the NFL. But also, you could say a lot about this Bills offense, because I think entering the past week, Josh Allen was leading the league in pass yards, which is something that I never thought I would see. He was a guy that usually runs the ball first, but their offense has really taken several steps forward.
Yes, absolutely. And there has been a difference. He's running the ball a little bit less, and he's throwing the ball downfield with more accuracy than he has in the past.
Well, that's going to do it for our NFL talk here on Picks and Parlays. Good stuff from Chip Chirimbes. Chip, thanks for joining us.